Today we are back on Sporkle doing yet another NHL quiz, and hopefully in this one I can kind of redeem myself because the last quiz video I did definitely didn't go as well as I would have liked, but I'm hoping to do a lot better today. And one thing I do want to say before we jump into it, thank you guys so much for all the support on these quiz videos I've been doing over the past couple of weeks. You guys have been absolutely killing it. If you continue to show that kind of love, I'm obviously going to continue to make these because they're a lot of fun for me to do personally as well. But the quiz we're doing today is, can you name each NHL team's captain from the 2010s, of course excluding Vegas. This quiz was made by Alex, who also made one of the quizzes we did in a recent video, so shout out to Alex, he's been a beast making these quizzes. And with that said, let's begin. Like I said, I want to do a lot better, and I feel like I should. I feel like this one definitely will be a little bit easier. Ekman Larson, Shane Doan, Chara, there we go, 3 for 3. Jack Eichel, Jason Pominville, there we go. Other than those two guys, I don't really remember off the top of my head, so we'll come back to that one a little bit later, but I want to try and fly through some of these teams. Iginla, Giordano, Carolina, going to have a mix of both Stahl brothers. Justin Williams was last season, and the year before that was Falk, I believe. Man, did they ever change their captains up a good bit. Look at that. Chicago, obviously all Jonathan Toews. Landeskog for the Colorado Avalanche. Before him, I feel like you're going to have a year of Milan Hajduk in there, or Hajduk. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of too late for Sakic. Foot maybe? Okay, there we go. So we got all Colorado. We're doing pretty well so far with the exception of Buffalo, but let's continue on. You're going to have some Rick Nash, Foligno, and what I do want to know, or what I do want to know, not what I do want to wonder. What I do want to know is, what do I type in for teams that don't have a captain? Do I just put they don't have one? Nobody? None? Okay, it's none. So there we go. That filled up 3 spots for Columbus, and that's definitely going to help us out throughout the video. But yeah, let's move on now to Dallas, where you have Jamie Benn. Before him, nothing's really ringing a bell, so we got the Red Wings here, which I should get relatively easily. It's going to be Lidstrom and Zetterberg, and I'm sure within a year, Dylan Larkin will add his name to that list. But continuing on now, you got, that's not McDavid, there we go. Before him, Sean Horkoff was the captain for a little bit. And then there was that 2-year span where Andrew Ference was the captain. Tough times in Edmonton there. And for some reason, I just kind of remember those people that were captain that you wouldn't really expect, like those kind of weird players. And speaking of weird captains, we got Derek McKenzie for a couple of years for Florida. Man, one of my best friends is a Panthers fan, and I remember always hearing about that. He would make fun of the fact that Derek McKenzie was the captain of his team, but sometimes it's not always like, you know, the best player, it's the best leader, and I guess Derek McKenzie was that for Florida. But man, before 2016, nothing's really ringing a bell for them. So we're going to move on to the Kings, which should be a lot easier. It's going to be Dustin Brown, and Anze Kopitar. This is going to be filled up by Mikko Koivu. Finally learned how to spell that name. It's so simple, but for some reason in all the other quiz videos that he was in, I struggled with it. But there we go. We got it down pat now. Montreal, it's obviously currently Shea Weber. Before him, he had Max Pacioretty before the trade to Vegas. Brian Giunta should be on there a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Montreal done. Nashville, Roman Josi after Weber. The Devils, Zach Parise for a bit. 1 year. Andy Green from 2012 to 2015. It's not Adam Henrique, was it? I think he had an A. Yeah, he wasn't their captain. Not Kovalchuk. Yeah, nothing's really ringing a bell. So we'll move on to the Islanders. We're going to have a lot of Tavares and Anders Lee. Before John Tavares, I don't quite remember. But we'll move on to the Rangers. This one should be a lot easier. McDonough and Callahan. That's not Callahan. Callahan. There we go. In 2010, 2011, I don't remember who their captain was back then. We'll come back to that one again. Erik Karlsson, though, for the Ottawa Senators. Who's the captain before Erik Karlsson? Spezza was for a little bit, I believe. 1 year. Who was the captain before that? Mike Fisher? No. Oh, who am I kidding? Daniel Alfredsson. There we go. Perfect. Daniel Alfredsson up until 2013, and then he was a Red Wing for a year, which I always seem to forget. He just looked off in a Red Wings uniform. Philadelphia, though, Claude Giroux, Mike Richards. There we go. 2011, 2012. I'm not 1,000% sure, but the Penguins, a lot easier. Sidney Crosby's going to fill that one up. San Jose Sharks. a mixture of Joe Thornton. There we go. Joe Pavelski. Okay, I need to just calm down. I can't spell today. Pavelski. There we go. Logan Couture. And there we go. We get the Sharks completed. The St. Louis Blues, you're going to have Alex Pietrangelo. Before him was David Backes. And in 2010, 2011, I have no idea. Tampa Bay, though, Stamkos. And we got St. Louis on there as well because it was Steven Stamkos and Marty St. Louis. And before then, I believe it was Vincent Lecavalier. I'm going to try and spell his name, but let's see how that goes. Vincent Lecavalier. Okay, well, there we go. It was easier than I thought. I just had to sound it out. But we got Tampa Bay done. The Toronto Maple Leafs are going to have a lot of Dion Phaneuf. There we go. The Leafs are complete. The Canucks are going to have Sedin, Horvat. And there we go. They didn't have one last season, so we already got that. The Capitals, that's going to be filled up with Alexander Ovechkin. And the Winnipeg Jets, you're going to have Andrew Ladd and Blake Wheeler. So there we go. I feel like we actually did pretty good. We got 279 out of 300 right now. I'd like to get at least one more and get up to 280. So let's see some of the teams that I didn't get. Some years in Buffalo, but I probably won't remember. I feel like I should get Florida because, like I said, my friend, or one of my good friends, was like, that's his favorite team. I feel like I should know this one. But no one's really ringing a bell. Before Derek McKenzie was the captain. Man. New Jersey Devils, too. The Islanders. I don't know. 279 to 300 is pretty good. I don't just want to sit here thinking the whole time because it'll probably be pretty boring for you guys. So I guess we'll just click give up, take a look over it, and see the names we missed. It's probably going to make me pretty upset, and there's probably a lot that I should have gotten, but there we go, give up. So we got 93%, which is definitely not bad. 81% is the average score, so we did a lot better than we did in the last video. But Buffalo, Craig Rivet, Thomas Vanek, Steve Ott, Brendan Morrow. I probably should have got that one. Brian McCabe, Ed Jovanovski, and Willie Mitchell. Look at the captains Florida have had over the years, man. Tough times before Barkov came along. Jamie Langenbrunner, Bryce Salvador was there for 3 years as the captain. The Islanders had Doug Waite and Mark Streit. Chris Drury. I should have got him because I've had videos recently with him in them. Or not recently, but over the past couple of months. I should have got that one. Chris Pronger for Philadelphia. Definitely should have got that. And Eric Brewer for St. Louis. So all in all, definitely didn't do too bad. I feel like I did redeem myself from how we did on the last quiz video. So as always, I will link this down below in the pinned comment. But if you got this far, you've probably seen all the answers. But who knows? Maybe you looked at the comment section before watching the video, and then you could have went and did the quiz before watching and come back and see how I did and compare your score. But yeah, with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you all did enjoy. Again, thank you so much for all your support on the videos recently. It's been pretty insane. We're on the grind to 40K right now, so if you are new to the channel and you have not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for some more NHL content. And with all that being said, I will see you all in the next video.